Welcome to this explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled you're here today. We're going to explore something that literally touches every single one of us the second we pick up a phone, pop open a laptop, or fire off a quick text. We spend so much of our daily lives roaming around the digital world, right? But how often do we really stop and think about the emotional footprint we're leaving behind? So let's jump right into the heart of navigating our modern online lives.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Behind every screen is a real person with feelings. I know, it sounds super simple, doesn't it? But honestly, it's incredibly profound. It's just so easy to fall into this trap, this illusion, that we're only interacting with a cold, glowing rectangle of glass and metal. But we're not. We are communicating with warm, breathing human beings who experience joy, sadness, and literally everything in between. Keeping that shared humanity top of mind, that's absolutely the core premise of everything we're looking at today.
Which brings us to Section 1, Behind the Screen, exploring the reality of our online interactions.
You see, we spend years, like our whole childhoods, learning how to interact with people face-to-face. We learn to read body language, pick up on a subtle tone of voice, decipher facial expressions. But online, we totally lack those physical cues. Because of that, we actually need immense emotional intelligence in our digital spaces. Our digital environments aren't some separate alternate reality. They are a direct extension of our real lives. So this foundational guide focuses on 3 really key goals to help us build that: fostering emotional intelligence, promoting positive behavior, and maintaining personal integrity. It's essentially an invitation for active reflection. I want you to think about your own everyday screen time for a second. How do your digital actions align with who you actually are? This framework acts as a blueprint, kind of like a roadmap, for making sure our online presence is something we can genuinely be proud of.
All right, moving right along to Section 2, Defining Digital Empathy and the Superpower of the Digital Kind Kid.
Now, the source material frames this whole concept beautifully through the lens of a hero's journey. It suggests that every single user has the potential to be a true force for good, what they like to call a digital kind kid. But hey, every hero needs a superpower, right? And yours is digital empathy. The source defines this as the practice of being nice, helpful, and respectful to the real people behind the screens. So the crucial point here, and I really want to emphasize this word, is practice. It is an action. It isn't just passively feeling bad for someone while you're scrolling. It's actively choosing positive, helpful behaviors. For example, it's making the choice to drop a supportive comment in a group chat when a friend is struggling, rather than just silently lurking. It's taking that empathy you feel in your heart and translating it right through your keyboard to positively impact another human being.
Let's transition over to Section 3, the cyberbullying threat, and exactly why our empathy matters so much.
Of course, every good hero's journey has an antagonist, right? A hurdle that's got to be overcome. Here, cyberbullying is defined as the act of being mean to someone using technology, such as messages. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the phrasing. The technology itself, it isn't the villain. The phone, the app, the messaging platform, those are literally just tools. It is the behavior that causes the harm. And wow, here is a pretty startling reality about that behavior. Research consistently shows that negative messages and emotionally charged angry posts actually spread significantly faster and further online than positive ones. It's like wildfire. The algorithms actually favor the antagonist. Understanding that distinction is absolutely vital because it puts the power and the responsibility right back on us to counteract that rapid spread. So we have a really clear choice every single time we log on. On one side of the coin, we have the core philosophy of the digital kind kid: respectful, helpful, and actively avoiding harmful content. Then on the flip side, we have harmful behavior, cyberbullying, and spreading mean things. By visually juxtaposing these opposing forces, it just becomes incredibly clear that our digital experience isn't something that just happens to us. No, it's a world we actively create through our choices. Are we going to choose to build up, or are we choosing to tear down?
And this brilliantly illustrates Section 4, the Digital Kindness Shield, which is our ultimate framework for online safety.
Think about it like this. If digital empathy is our superpower, this shield is our armor. It's a highly practical tool drawn directly from the text that empowers users to protect themselves and everyone else around them. Okay, here are your 5 vital pieces of armor. Ready? First up, be respectful. Basically, treat others online exactly how you'd want to be treated in person. Second, be kind. Go out of your way to leave a positive mark. Third, don't share mean things. Guys, this one is huge. You have the literal power to stop that rapid spread of harmful content by simply refusing to hit forward or share. Fourth, help others. If you see someone struggling online, be the person who steps up. And finally, tell an adult if someone is mean.
Seeking help from a trusted adult is not a weakness. It is a critical, seriously brave strategy for keeping our digital environment safe. Sometimes standing up for others means knowing exactly when to call in backup.
So, let's bring this whole thing full circle. When we strap on that armor, when we actively practice digital empathy and use our shield, we hit the ultimate goal of this entire framework: to maintain personal integrity and kindness in the digital world. What that really means is that who you are when you're shielded by a screen name is just as honorable, kind, and true as who you are in the physical world. Using our shield builds a rock-solid foundation for true online integrity.
Which brings us to our final thought for today's explainer. The knowledge is officially in your hands, and the shield is yours to pick up. So I'm going to leave you to reflect on this one question. How will you use your digital kindness shield today? Are you going to send an encouraging message? Will you stop yourself from sharing a negative comment? Will you be the hero in someone else's digital day? The choice is entirely yours. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Until next time, stay curious and stay kind.